I told you that some of the most innovative drones ever built were laughed out of the room when they launched? Ignored, discontinued, buried by the algorithm, and yet they solve problems that DJI and Autel are still trying to crack in 2026. Today we're digging up 10 of them. And I guarantee at least 2 of these will make you question everything you thought you knew about drone tech. The drone industry moves fast. New models every 6 months. Bigger sensors, longer flight times, better obstacle avoidance. But innovation isn't always about specs. Sometimes the most revolutionary ideas showed up in a weird form factor, a niche use case, or a company that went bankrupt before the world caught up. This is Top 5 Picks, where we don't just chase megapixels and flight time, we chase vision. Let's get into it. Number 10, Parrot Disco, a fixed-wing drone that looked like a toy plane but flew like a fighter jet. Released in 2016, the Parrot Disco could hit 50 mph, stay airborne for 45 minutes, and cover distances that quadcopters could only dream about. It didn't hover, it didn't do flips, it just flew. Fast, efficient, and smooth. Filmmakers used it for sweeping landscape shots that felt cinematic in a way a hovering drone never could. The problem? It needed space to launch and land. You couldn't fly it in a parking lot, so casual users ignored it, and Parrot killed it within 2 years. But every long-range mapping drone, every agricultural survey platform, every endurance-focused UAV you see today owes its existence to the Disco. It proved that not every drone needs to hover. Sometimes you just need to fly. Number 9, DJI Spark, the first truly pocket-sized drone with real camera quality. Released in 2017, the Spark was small enough to fit in a jacket pocket, launched from your hand, and could be controlled with gestures. No controller, no phone, just you and the drone. It had a 12 multi-lap camera, a 2-axis gimbal, and intelligent flight modes that let anyone, even someone who'd never flown a drone, capture cinematic shots in seconds. The drone community dismissed it as a toy. Too small, too limited, but the Spark sold millions. It put aerial photography in the hands of people who would never buy a Mavic. It made drones casual. DJI discontinued it in 2019, but the mini-series, the best-selling drone line in history, is a direct descendant. The Spark taught DJI that small wins, and the industry has been shrinking ever since. Number 8. Lily Camera Drone. This one hurts because Lily never actually shipped, but it deserves to be here because it introduced an idea so powerful that every action drone since has tried to copy it. Announced in 2015, Lily was a throw-and-shoot drone. You literally threw it into the air and it would auto-follow you, auto-frame you, and auto-land in your hand. No controller, no setup, just throw and go. The promotional video went viral, millions of views, tens of thousands of pre-orders, and then Lily ran out of money. The drone never shipped, pre-orders were refunded, the company shut down. But that vision, a drone that just works, that anyone can use, that disappears into the experience, became the blueprint. Skydio, DJI's active track, every follow me mode you've ever used, that's Lily's Ghost. The idea was so good it survived the company that created it. Number 7, 3D Robotics Solo, the first drone designed for filmmakers by filmmakers. Released in 2015, the Solo had something no other consumer drone had: an open platform. You could attach any GoPro, program custom flight paths, and use a dedicated controller with an HDMI output for live monitoring on professional displays. It had smart shots, pre-programmed cinematic moves like cable cam, orbit, and selfie modes years before DJI made them standard, and it partnered with GoPro directly. The drone and camera talked to each other. You could control GoPro settings from the controller. It was the first true integrated aerial cinema tool. Then DJI released the Phantom 4, cheaper. Integrated camera, simpler, and 3D robotics couldn't compete. The company pivoted to enterprise and left the consumer market entirely, but every filmmaker who learned aerial cinematography on a Solo remembers it because it wasn't just a drone, it was a tool that respected your craft. Number 6, Hover Camera Passport, a drone that folded into a book. Released in 2016, the Hover Camera Passport was designed around one idea: make flying so safe and so simple that anyone could do it, even indoors, even around kids. It had a carbon fiber cage that enclosed the propellers completely. You could grab it midair. You couldn't hurt yourself. It was the first drone that parents actually let their kids use. It shot 4K, had face tracking, and could orbit you autonomously. And it fit in a bag smaller than an iPad. The problem? It was underpowered. Flight time was 8 minutes. Wind resistance was terrible. And serious creators dismissed it as a gimmick. But the hover camera proved something crucial. Safety sells. Every caged drone, every indoor safe design, every kid-friendly UAV on the market today learned from this little folding book of a drone. It didn't win, but it changed the conversation. Number 5, Yuneec Typhoon H, the first consumer hexacopter with retractable landing gear and a 360-degree gimbal. Released in 2016, the Typhoon H could rotate its camera completely around without the propellers ever appearing in the shot. True 360-degree filmmaking from a $2,300 drone. It also had Intel RealSense, collision avoidance that actually worked in 2016 when DJI's obstacle sensors were still glitchy at best. And here's the kicker: it was a hexacopter, 6 motors. If one failed, it could still fly home safely. DJI's quads, if you lose a motor, you crash. But Yuneec's marketing was weak. Their app was clunky. And DJI dominated the conversation. The Typhoon H sold, but it never broke through. Still, if you wanted redundancy, if you wanted true 360 filming, if you wanted a drone that felt professional in 2016, this was it. And it's still a better platform for certain jobs than anything DJI makes today. Number 4, GoPro Karma, the most controversial drone on this list. Released in 2016, recalled weeks later for falling out of the sky, re-released in 2017, and discontinued in 2018. A complete disaster. Right? Wrong. The Karma was one of the most innovative consumer drones ever made. It had a removable gimbal that you could use handheld or mount on a car. It folded into a backpack. The controller had a built-in touchscreen, no phone required, and the entire system was designed as an ecosystem. Drone, gimbal, camera, case. It was Apple-level integration. The crashes killed it, but the ideas didn't die. Removable gimbals, now standard. Foldable designs, every drone. Integrated controllers. DJI copied it with a smart controller. The Karma failed as a product, but as a vision of what a drone could be, modular, adventure-ready, part of a larger creative system, it was flawless, and the industry quietly stole every good idea it had. Number 3, Skydio R1, the first autonomous drone that actually worked. Released in 2018, the Skydio R1 had 13 cameras and an AI brain that could track you through trees, around buildings, under bridges, places where every other follow-me drone would crash in seconds. It didn't need GPS. It didn't need a controller. You just launched it from your phone, told it who to follow, and it did the rest. It was magic. The problem? It cost $1,500. It shot 4K, but only at 30 FPS. And it was heavy, loud, and had a 16-minute flight time. So consumers ignored it, but law enforcement, search and rescue, and defense contractors didn't. Skydio pivoted to enterprise and government, and the R1 became the foundation for the Skydio 2 and X2, the most advanced autonomous drones on the planet. The R1 proved that full autonomy was possible, and every drone with subject tracking today, including DJI's, is chasing what Skydio built first. Number 2, PowerVision PowerEgg X, a drone that could also be a handheld camera and a waterproof camera. Released in 2020, the PowerEgg X was the most versatile drone ever made. It had an egg-shaped body that opened into a quadcopter, but you could also attach legs and land it on water, or remove the drone shell entirely and use it as a handheld gimbal camera. 3 products in one. It shot 4K at 60 FPS, had a 3-axis gimbal, and AI tracking that worked across all 3 modes. Want to fly it? Done. Want to walk around with it? Done. Want to film in the rain or on a lake? Done. It was brilliant, and almost nobody bought it. because it tried to be everything and the market wanted drones to just be drones. But the PowerEgg X asked the right question: why do we need separate devices for aerial, handheld, and action footage? The answer is we don't. The industry just hasn't caught up yet. Number 1, DJI Mavic Pro. Wait, the Mavic Pro? That thing sold millions. How is it forgotten? It's not forgotten as a product, it's forgotten as a revolution, because the Mavic Pro didn't just shrink a drone, it redefined what a drone could be. Before the Mavic Pro, drones were big, clunky, intimidating. The Phantom was the standard, and it required a backpack, a case, and a whole ritual to set up. Then in 2016, DJI released this little folding thing that fit in a jacket pocket, flew for 27 minutes, shot 4K, had obstacle avoidance, and cost $909. It made the Phantom look like a relic overnight. The Mavic Pro killed the Phantom line. It killed GoPro's Karma before it even had a chance. It killed 3D robotics. It forced Parrot out of the consumer market. It was the iPhone moment for drones, the point where everything before it became the old way. And we take it for granted now, because folding drones are normal. Compact drones are expected, but in 2016, the Mavic Pro was science fiction. It wasn't ahead of its time. It created the time we're living in now, and that's why it's number 1.